Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hey Ash, Bill Nye the Science Guy is all that's been said there. Not sure what to make of that. Interesting fellow. Haven't seen much of his work, but I'll take you saying his name in chat, broadly speaking, as a compliment. How are you doing? How is your week going? Hopefully you are well. I'm back for some more Tomb Raider action. I've been away from Tomb Raider for a little while because of the frankly unseasonably warm weather. I suppose it's not unseasonably, just upsettingly warm weather. So it's been a little while since we played Rise of the Tomb Raider, but I'm looking forward to getting back into it. An antidote, a panacea to the summer, because we're going to be in Siberia, in the snow, fighting off bears, from what I can remember. Yeah, so that's it. I'm expecting it to be a chill one, as always. I think I probably say that every time. Every stream, you can just take it as read. Every stream I will ever produce, I'm aiming for it to be a quiet and chill one, including today. And I've got a slight variation on my hate juice this evening. It's Fanta Fruit Twist. Fanta, but with a twist of fruit. Obviously. Yeah, so that's that. Have I got anything to say? Not really. Should I be broadcasting in any capacity with nothing to say? Probably not, if I'm honest. But that's just the level of hubris that you're dealing with when you join a Fox and Fiend stream. Someone who thinks they're going to be able to wing compelling entertainment from the top of the dome. So, take that for what it's worth. Not a great deal. What have we got? Work is busy, but not in an interesting way. Weather is normal now. Just fell asleep while meditating. That's if I appear a bit drowsy. I was trying to reach transcendence, but I just fell asleep. Often happens. Which apparently is fine. It's a bit depressing, but apparently that's a normal part of the meditation process, and it's just giving your body what you need. But I do just sort of wake up and think, oh, I've fucked it again, and I've fallen asleep, and I don't feel all that more nourished. So I literally was asleep right up until I turned the stream on. So, hopefully that'll put a bit of spring in my step at least. But apart from that, things have just been plodding along as normal. Only about exactly, what are we looking at? Exactly 2 weeks left until the summer holiday. Annoyingly, it's looking like, I know a lot of people are going to be like, my heart does not bleed for you if, as a teacher, you're about to complain about not getting enough holiday. But I am about to complain about not getting enough holiday as a teacher. Usually it's 6 weeks, guys, and this week it's 5 and a bit. And it's felt like a fucking long term, this last one. And it's just a bit depressing. And we've got all of this week, then all of next week. And then the week after that, we've got a couple of days. Just end the term the week before, surely. So, I don't want to speak for everyone in the teaching profession, or indeed everyone at the schools I'm at, but I sense that people are crawling across the finish line. So yeah, in a couple of weeks I will be in a very, very good mood, and I'll be buying myself Death Stranding 2 as a reward for completing a year of teaching, which I'm really looking forward to. I won't be streaming that, but I will be playing it secretly on my own in the dead of night. Anyway, with that sort of strange tone, let's have a look at where Lara's up to. Here she is. Oh.
That would be too much to bear. This is my path, and mine alone.
Okay, so we find Lara in her Siberian hellscape. Let's have a gander at what we can do. I think we're about to upgrade her bow, from what I can remember. as I've mentioned a number of times, it's not a particularly interesting skill system in any of these games, from what I can tell. It really doesn't need to be there, but whatever. Blood Ties unlocked. The DLC Blood Ties has been unlocked. I don't know if I've ever played that. Come available from the main menu. Does that mean we've got lots of cool outfits now? Of course, outfits, is it? Oh, I think we've already gone through these. Yeah, I think we did this at the end of last time, didn't we? I think I'm going to keep her with her default for now. Okay. So, yeah, it's sort of suggesting that hunting is like a regular mechanic. I don't remember it being that at all, really. Or like a needed mechanic, really. Oh dear. That didn't go well. Bunny. That was brutal. Right in the face. She can't hold it back for very long, the old bow.
These ruins here. Mongolian.
I suppose that makes sense. Not a million miles away from Mongolia.
Trinity. They're here.
Command, do you copy? Oh shit!
Uh-oh.
Oh shit. What the hell was that?
Survey team, this is Overwatch. Please respond. Survey team, please respond. We got some interference.
Oh god. Run. Oh Christ! Christ! Wow. Well, that was a thing. To be fair, I was told that she moved slowly through deep snow, and I did think that was a patronising thing to ask. I then died by doing so. Oh. So it's not actually going to put a QTE, it wants you to do the appropriate thing. A little bit more ferocious than the sort of padding, lumbering bears you dealt with in the old Tomb Raider games.
Lara, refusing to use the door again, I see?
But it's faster this way, Dad.
Come here, you little monkey.
Are you going on another adventure?
Yes, my greatest one yet.
Well, I've decided that I should be your assistant.
Oh, have you? Well, there's no one I'd rather have by my side. But this business, it's too dangerous. Lara, listen to me. Someday, you're going to make such a mark on this world. You're going to make me so proud. Give me a moment, darling. I need to take this.
Man, Richard Croft looms large in more or less every single Tomb Raider story. I wonder if she'll ever have another form of motivation.
Got to bind this wound. Those leaves should stem the bleeding.
Oh yeah. Of course, berries stem bleeding, they're red. Red plus red
Need
equals
some kind of
block.
bandage. An abandoned Cold War installation. What the hell is Trinity doing down there? Good enough. More Mongol ruins. Looks like the path goes all the way through. Got to get past that bear.
Cool.
Those mushrooms. They're death caps. I should be able to make a poison.
It's good. I got you, mate. I got you. Oh, don't suffer. Oh, poor thing. That was quite upsetting. Okay. Need a few more death caps, don't we?
Might be able to make something with all this. Should head back to camp and try.
Shoot nests set with trees to obtain feathers. For arrows? Okay. Hello, mate. Ben has risen indeed. Literally, because I was just asleep. I was just saying I was meditating before I started this stream and fell into a deep slumber. So I've literally just woken up. How are you doing, mate? How's your day going? How's your week going? How's your life going? You speak highly of this game, don't you? You've been playing it on your Steam Deck recently? We happen to be playing the same game. There you go. Nice. Rapid crafting. Do not care. An XP bonus. I mean, I like an XP bonus. Tempted by that. Best in the trilogy, I think. Well, we'll see. As I'm remembering bits of this game,
Need to rest.
I feel like maybe I have judged it a bit harshly.
So tired.
we'll see if I come around to that way of thinking.
No, you listen to me. This discovery is too important. I don't give a damn about my reputation. Don't you dare threaten me. After everything I've done? Hello? Hello?
Dad, what's happening?
Shadow is terrible. Disagree.
You're scaring me.
I'm close, Lara. Close to something important. Someday, you'll understand.
I don't want to understand. I just want you to stop. Be my dad again.
God, it must be hard being an inordinately wealthy rich girl with a dad who loves treasure hunting.
Keep moving.
No, it's just that Timothy Pipkin is saying how scared he is of shadows, especially his own. Maybe I misjudged him. How you doing, Scotty? Good to see y'all.
Keep running. Go.
Uh-oh.
Run her down.
Oh, we have no new games. What, Tomb Raider? I think there is one in development. Tired, been sorting out the overgrown to shit garden. Fair enough, mate. I never do the garden. It's one of many sources of embarrassment in terms of my capacity as a husband, is that usually Katie does the stuff in the garden. Because I hate it. It stresses me out. The variables of the garden, the fact that you put in work to the garden and then a week later it's in a shit state again, if I could choose, I would pave over the entire thing or just let it grow naturally to nothing, like to be like a, overgrown nightmare. Yeah, not great. It's not all brutal. Slam on some music and there isn't much I won't do. Nice. That's good shit. That's the right attitude.
Pick up the trail.
I'm alright though, thanks mate. Just very tired. It's like the closer you get to the end of term, the harder each day is. And I've been absolutely knackered recently. But it's in sight. 2 more weeks. Never convinced with Laura's brutality in this series. No, I don't know. It didn't ever. Her being brutal. I mean, she killed a lot of guys in the original games. There wasn't a sort of brutality, but maybe that was part of it being unrealistic because of the rudimentary visuals. But I don't know. There is something that's just quite hollow about the whole vibe. Harry is also playing Rise of the Tomb Raider. Scotty, are you playing anything as you join us this eve? Cranium destroyed. This ain't Lara, it's just someone who shares the name. Yeah, although ironically, I mean, she's coming up on having this version of Lara. Hasn't got that many fewer games than original Lara, really. Particularly if you factor in hours, given how short some of OG Tomb Raider games are. Oh dear. Fuck. Oh. Right in the thorax. Well, I'm glad you asked. I've been playing V Rising. Wow, who'd have thunk it? V Rising. What a game, he guessed. This game holds up very well graphically. Yeah, I agree with that. It is a looker. I think that is undeniable. Doesn't feel dated even now.
Mongolian script. I can't quite piece it together.
Oh, last night I beat Dragon Age Origins. And I must say, that game has its severe problems. Uh-oh.
Damn, it's still there.
But I thought it ended in a really impressive way. I thought its final act was great and left a really good final impression. I would say overall it probably still is the weakest Dragon Age game in total, in most respects. But there's definitely some redeeming features in there. I definitely enjoyed it. I'm glad I bought it. The negativity around that, as I've said before, is absolutely insane. And I feel so bad for the developers of that game because it clearly had a lot of love in it and a lot of people who were invested in the lore. It pays off so many narrative sort of triggers that were set in place by Dragon Age Origins.
Better to draw it out.
In many ways, it's like a love letter to the series, and to be so roundly jumped on by sort of right-wing anti-rook grifters, I find incredibly depressing. But yeah, so I would say, particularly if Veilguard is what I'm talking. Yeah, I'm talking about Veilguard. I beat Veilguard last night. It's I think it's a very unfairly maligned game. Scott says, I joined a server and I constantly ran into someone when looking for bosses. Got to a point where he was offline. I started renaming horses and bringing them to his castle in the best form of email. That's good stuff. What to communicate with him. Just lots of horses named different messages. That's great. Is it coming? Is it die? Oh, God. Uh-oh. Has its problems. Some might say it didn't Dragon Age very well. Lovely. Thought some of the dialogue was a bit odd, like someone eating biscuits or something, or some guy obsessed with coffee. Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, did it? I think that is valid. There are, on a character level, a lot of shonky bits of writing, which I think I was talking to Geordie about on one of his streams, right? Because Dragon Age Veilguard has a bad reputation, and a lot of it is around, to be honest, quite virulent and nasty anti-trans rhetoric, which I'm not prepared to buy into. And a lot of people are like, "Oh, politics in my games," without realizing, particularly in like Dragon Age, so much of it is political analogy and politically designed and based on a set of politics and an exploration of politics. It's a really asinine thing to say. Oh, I don't want any politics in my game. So that's one point. The other thing I would say is, while I actually ended up really liking Tash, the non-binary character, I think they actually have one of the better arcs in the story, and they are meant to sort of be quite petulant at the beginning, quite childish, and by the end, like a really capable person or Kunari. I think that was handled quite well. But I would agree, and sort of to what Harry's speaking to there, some of the character qualities are very sort of on the nose and basic. Like the coffee thing you're mentioning, I imagine there's this character called Lucanus, who's one of the main characters, one of the BioWare characters, and pretty much his only defining feature, apart from the fact that he has this sort of demon attached to his personality, which doesn't get mentioned all that much, is the fact that he loves coffee. And he spends more time drinking coffee and talking about coffee than the fact that he's half demon, essentially. And it's all just a bit twee and weird and tone deaf sometimes. And I would also say that about the non-binary stuff with Tash. I really like the idea, and I'm glad that it's in there as a piece of writing. But in a way, I feel a little bit disappointed for the trans communities looking at that representation, because it isn't brilliantly handled in terms of how natural the dialogue feels, right? And what's interesting about, sorry, I'm going on a diatribe here, I've been thinking about this a lot. What's interesting is that, like, the whole point, what's Tash as a character, right? She's a Kunari, one of the horned characters. And her story revolves around the fact that she's also like a fire breather, which only like a certain sort of strain of Kunari have that ability. So she's sort of a pariah in that respect. And she sort of has the ability to draw on dragon abilities, right? And she's a special kind of person in the Kunari world. What was curious was that maybe it would have been more effective to use that as an analogy for her being non-binary, without just saying, oh, she's non-binary. They're non-binary, sorry. Because what it felt like was that there were sort of two competing narratives in her development. One about wrestling with these two forms of identity, their development, sorry. The dragon person or the Kunari. And then the other thing about being non-binary. And it felt like both stories were saying the same thing, and they didn't need to both be in there. So I think they should have picked either lane and focused on that and fleshed it out a bit, because it sometimes felt a little bit sort of tokenistic is unfair, but it lurched towards that, and it was definitely not particularly subtle in its delivery. Oh, you want to play the series on the deck? That's great, Harry. They're a great set of RPGs. I don't know how you could get your hands on Origin, which is probably the best one. I don't know if that's even deckable. Scotty says, game is on the woke list, no doubts, for containing overtly pro-LGBTQ+ and overtly pro-DEI messaging. What the fuck is pro-DEI? Never heard of it. Yeah, it is diversity, equality and inclusion. Yeah, it's above Spider-Man 2 spot on the woke game list, which is mental. Yeah, well, DEI is a big sticking point for a lot of right-wing grifter folk in politics these days. It's essentially the idea that in certain businesses or companies that people are getting hired not because of their competency as a person, ostensibly, but because they fill a quota in terms of, having a variety of different people in the company. People getting hired for their race rather than for their talent. I don't think it ultimately breaks down like that. It might just be that, as far as I can tell, I don't run a company, but as far as I can tell, most companies, it's like, well, look, if you have a few people who are of the same ability and provide the same amount to the company, you might say, well, I think it would be good for us to represent and have a variety of perspectives, and actually that might edge it, and we might bring someone in with a different viewpoint or a different background, a different heritage, which I don't think is inherently bad. And of course, like all these things, it's got grabbed, manipulated, blown out of proportion, and it's just ridiculous. To say that about Dragon Age again, if you know anything about BioWare, have ever played a BioWare game, their whole thing is bringing together a team of diverse individuals. It always has been. So to level that against BioWare just shows no understanding of the company, of what the games are. And like you say, who in their right mind would just want 8 white guys in a fantasy situation? Just 8 standard white guys as the main characters. Who would actually want that? I'm happy to have a few white guys, but if it's just all white guys and anything deviating from that is DEI, then you're on a hiding to nothing, really. So the game doesn't have a white male character, yeah. Honestly, not true on the quota front. What do you mean not true on the quota front? No, a game called Yearning, a gay story is woke. No. It's funny. That's funny. Lol, fucking Jagged Alliance is on that list as woke. I've never even heard of Jagged Alliance. Reminds me of the Fable trailer, The Ugly Woman. Yeah, that's mental. Like, people who are being hired have talent. It's not a quota. It's a shame people think that. Yeah, but the fact they would say that... I agree, I completely agree with you. But what they're saying is the fact that in some instances, someone's heritage or background or race, the fact that that is a factor in their employment, they regard as unacceptable. Unacceptable! V Rising is woke. No! Jay is 26 years old. Just digging them up. That's funny. Or because it uses body type instead of male, female. God. As I've said it before, I don't, but I almost feel sorry for these people because they're just ruining really good experiences for themselves. It's like I always remember that, that thumb-shaped bellend who went on about the pronouns in Starfield. I mean, to be fair, it's not a great example because Starfield isn't great. But to be able to simply change the pronoun, not even say, oh, by the way, would you like to change a pronoun different to that assigned at birth? It just said you just had the ability to change your pronouns. And for him to go ape shit and presumably to completely then go into the game furious, like, what are you doing? Like, you're just like wasting your own time and money and limited experiences on this planet just to be furious. And it just feels like they'll miss loads of good stuff. I still haven't seen that list. Scotty, if you get a sec, can you drop the list in, the one that you keep referencing? Do you mind dropping that in the Discord at some point? And I'll have a look through. What I will agree with is that there are some companies bringing in diversity writers into their game, not to make the games woke, but to not have their writing insensitive like Resident Evil 5. I don't think that's a bad thing. Yeah, no, neither do I, but they would. And they would, again, because they would just be like, I think they would have a cynical read that, oh, they're just bringing them in because they fill whatever characteristic, whereas that's a good point you make. Actually, in order to ensure writing is well received and sensitive and thoughtful to a wide range of ears, a wide range of perspectives is probably going to be a good thing. Man, heel, babyface, the human thumb is the worst one. I want to beat the shit out of that bald James Corden. Weirdly, fucking pronouns! He actually weirdly looks like a good friend of mine, which upsets me. And every time I sort of see this friend, which isn't often, but like part of me is like, I fucking hate that pronouns guy. Is it Kyle? No, it's not Kyle. Cause he's bald. Yeah, no, that's my prejudice. If someone's bald, they look the same to me. But yeah, you could, in fact, in a way, I mean, obviously not I hate the term, so I would never use it. But you could call the Dragon Age series as politically progressive. That isn't something. That's not a failing for me. That's almost part of the point of it. And that's sort of one of the things I like about it. It's sort of one of the things I've always liked about Dragon Age games, that their messaging is that. It just seems only in recent years people have a problem with it. I've turned off survival vision in my game. Oh, great, what a purist. I don't have the time or patience to do this properly. It's like The Matrix. Yeah, so many people don't realise it's a very woke political set of movies in some respects, for sure. Yeah, and obviously with the creators. Yeah, ironically, a lot of that verbiage and terminology that the grifters use is from The Matrix. Yeah, yep. Oh shit. Yeah. Trans analogy, yeah. Must say, I don't like fruit twist as much as pure orange. Oh god. Oh dear.
Damn it!
Oh.
Shit. That's gonna be cold.
Right, the right wing is Mr. Smith, Mr. Anderson rather than Neo's name, and freedom of being. Oh, I see. By using his name, he isn't recognising the true self. Yeah. I don't know. To be fair, I've not thought about the Matrix through that lens. But I think the creators have said that, haven't they? So fair enough. Me. I must say, if there's going to be one negative about Rise of the Tomb Raider so far, is that I just don't really get on with snowy, icy areas.
A Byzantine war guy.
That's cool.
How the hell did it get down here?
But like the timber yard or whatever we're going to end up at, I'm just like, don't really care. That's sick though, proving me wrong instantaneously. Is that one of the optional tombs?
It's Mongolian. They passed through here. I must be close to the lost city.
Okay, so that's the right way, I presume. Yeah, and this is optional. Oh. It's interesting to rewatch it with that perspective. It really tells a whole different perspective. Especially the train scene where it was about one of the sisters almost taking their own life over the suppression of themselves. Ah, didn't know that. Oh, are you talking about the most recent Matrix film? Or are you talking about the fight with Smith in the underground? Yeah, gotta say, oh yeah, I can see that. Regardless of how noble your intentions are, I think The Matrix 4 is a bad movie. I know that's not a very controversial opinion, but I that film had zero impact on my life. And even like Reloaded, right? Bad film, but some sick choreography, some really cool shit that as a teenager I was like, this is awesome. And in Revelations as well. The new one doesn't even have that. It doesn't have all that much interesting to say, and then it doesn't even have well choreographed fight scenes. That move they give John Wick Neo, where he can just force push shit, is the most uninspired bit of sort of action design I think I've ever come across, and I hate it, and I wish I'd never seen the movie.
That did it.
Agreed. Yeah. Speaking of movies, I'm thinking about signing up for Odeon Limitless for $19.99. Because, another movie I just went to see. Went to see the F1 movie with Katie over the weekend in the IMAX. It was... it was rubbish. I'm not sure if anyone's really interested in F1. Just for the road, the F1 movie had some lovely spectacle, but the script was dog shit, really dire stuff. That even as like a new and unseasoned F1 fan, I found borderline offensive in its execution. Really poor, really poor. But I almost would still recommend it if you're sort of like a low-key fan like I am, because the action is so good, the sound is so good. It's the same director as Top Gun Maverick. There's definitely some spectacle in there, which is great to see on an IMAX screen. Just don't go expecting anything worth listening to character-wise. Anyway, going to the cinema is really expensive now. Like, it's about 15 quid most of the times I go for a person. And Odeon Limitless is $19.99 a month. And I want to see Superman. I want to see Jurassic World. And already, even if I'm just seeing those two films, I've then paid less by going Limitless. And then I'm sure I'll be able to find some other sort of more interesting films to see after that. Only part of the movie I liked was Trinity choosing Neo. Really nice scene. Yeah. Oh. Maybe just don't see that trash.
Got it. Now to find out what's up there.
How about, Dave? I want to see that trash. I want to see that rubbish. What are you referring to there? Jurassic World? I like the premise. I like the premise of mutated dinosaurs on an island with Scarlett Johansson as the lead. It's got me. The elevator pitch has got me. You might also be referring to Superman, which I think looks quite strong from the trailer. But it's just more slop. Yeah, it is. It is more slop.
Look at all this.
But I am a consumer.
Why were they carrying so much wealth with them?
I eat up the slop, Dave. I also, I don't mind a summer blockbuster being a bit of slop. If the spectacle's there, which I hear that it is, to some extent. And it's Gareth Thingy. It's not Garth Jennings. What's his name? Gareth Edwards, the director of Monsters. He's a great director. Directed Godzilla 2014. Again, I hear that the new Jurassic World is well shot. There's some interesting monstery stuff in there. It's just a dog shit script. One of the Apparently, what they're doing in Jurassic World, the new Jurassic World film, the plot of it is they have to get the blood of an airborne dinosaur, a water dinosaur, and a land-based dinosaur to cure cancer. Which sounds terrible. More slop, please, Todd Howard. Sounds like a plot of the video game, it really does. I couldn't believe that when I heard that was the premise. Well, I'm a sucker for dinosaur movies. Look, Sonic has to get the themed chaos animals, that's exactly what it's like. I love a dinosaur movie, I'm sorry. And I just sent, and to be honest, if I'd realised quite how shit Dominion was, I probably wouldn't have gone to see that in the cinema. I regret seeing that in the cinema. But my spidey sense for these things suggests that I will have a good time with this new one. I don't know why. Don't know why my spidey sense is saying that. But we'll see. But then if I've got Limitless, I'll just go and see other stuff as well. I thought there was another one. Can't summon it right now. Then your spider sense is shit. I don't think it'll be a good film. Look, I'm not saying that. I just like a monster movie. I like a monster movie. Monsters. Gareth Edwards is great. A great little indie film. I love Godzilla 2014. Not many people back me up on that one, but I think that's a brilliant film. He did a sci-fi film a few years ago that I hadn't seen. The Creator? Is that what it's called? Which I want to see. Is that the Cranston one? 'Tis, indeed. So, yeah. I think I saw that and had zero memory of any of it. Yeah, I think you're not alone in that, mate. Oh, God. Am I going to die? I really liked it. I thought it built tension really well. I thought you got a really good sense of scale, which I think a lot of Godzilla films miss, including some, the Toho originals. And while it was lacking slightly in action, the final action scene felt so earned and was so cathartic that I left the cinema with a big, big smile on my face. And I love that Godzilla design as well. Chubby little guy. But yeah, to be fair, the follow-up films with that Godzilla haven't been brilliant, but they haven't had Gareth Edwards, so I've enjoyed his films so far, the two I've seen. So yeah. Uh-oh. It's her.
I'm not your enemy.
That remains to be seen. You killed those men back there.
I killed them to survive. I suspect you did too. How long have they been here?
It's Discount Aloy.
At
Yeah.
most. The invaders took many of my people prisoner. You should leave this place.
Pretty good
before
facial
it's too
animation, I
late.
think, for the time.
I can't do that. I came here for something important.
So did they. If I see you again, I'll put an arrow in your throat.
You and I are on the same side. I hope I can prove that to you. What's going on down there? Who?
She's gone. Need a gun.
So, there are people who live out here, and they appear to have been here for a very long time, living in isolation for decades, maybe even centuries. I notice elements of her dress, Small adornments that would not have been out of place in the Byzantine Empire.
Ooh.
Possibly be descendants of the Prophet's people. How much do they know about the lost city or the divine source? It's clear Trinity will do anything to find out. I'm afraid that whoever they are, they're in grave danger. Let's hope the old proverb about the enemy of my enemy remains true.
Good old Eastern Orthodox Church. Let's see what that... So this, like, look, this as a level does not fill me with hope and joy. This as a level fills me with, oh, look at it. I like the... I mean, the backdrop's nice. But... Mill... Soviet industrial plant... I don't care. Very small portion of the game. Well, yeah. I seem to remember also, speaking of things I don't care about, that Discount Aloy and her people, I remember not jiving with at all. But maybe that's on me. We'll see.
We need to get this mess in order before he... Hey!
Shadow is worse. I mean, I also didn't jive with the tribes people in Shadow. I do agree with that, but I just remember the levels were more interesting in Shadow. Felt more like ancient and Tomb Raidery. Uh-oh. Thanks for letting me nail that mother. It was really polite of him.
There's more of them arriving.
Shut that pump off. I want those crates as far away from the fire as possible. Double time. There's ammo in there, and we can't afford to lose it.
Haven't heard any shots for a few
Sees
minutes.
a bottle of fry from left and smashes. What was that? Looks at where it smashed instead of where it came from. Classic AI, innit?
That was Constantine's chopper. Heads up! Incoming!
I suppose one thing I haven't really thought about in terms of generative AI, I suppose it's a different type of AI. I don't know if Dave's still here, whether he's in a position to answer this. Do recent developments in large language models have any impact on the sort of AI that you'd program for NPCs in a video game? And how's the future looking in terms of developing more authentically independent NPCs, or is it just a completely different set of sort of disciplines and technologies? At least it's not Mafia 3 AI, for fuck's sake. The AI is so bad it genuinely made me quit. I don't remember it being that bad, but to be fair, it was a game. It was a podcast game for me, Scotty. I wasn't interested in being challenged. I was interested in just completing the checklists.
I know I've taken some jobs of questionable legality, and I know you're not happy.
It's all up in the air, yes and no. You could probably plug it into something more traditional.
Trinity expects us to walk it all the same.
I'm just wondering if, like, you know, I suppose it's different, isn't it? Because it's, yeah, it's sort of responding to different stimulus than what we're asking large language models to generally respond to. But I don't know. There's this Actually, no, it's fine. I've got a boring thing I was going to say. I'm really excited for Mafiel Country. Me too. I think it looks fun. Anyone just trying to use a traditional LLM must be going nuts, though. Had recent experience with MCP stuff, and it was awful. Do you mean in an AI context for a game, or just in general? Or do you mean for supporting with code and stuff, like general code writing? Model just pretending it has capabilities it doesn't, saying action succeeding when they don't, fucking garbage. That's something, obviously, in a much more limited and basic way. In terms of I have used a fair amount of ChatGPT in recent months. And there is a fair amount of it, like this sort of positivity bias where it does everything it can to say everything is good and sorted and correct, when in fact sometimes it's just talking absolute nonsense. I've got stuck in a couple of like positivity spirals where it's like he's like, oh, thanks for giving me that information. It's quite clear that now what's going on is this, and I'm like, yeah, but that it was actually trying to diagnose a 3D printer issue, and it was like, no, but that isn't that because of this. And it's like, oh yeah, no, I see. Yeah, thank you for giving that information. Yeah, it's very clear to me now that it's just this then. And it's like, no, it's not that. It's not that because of this. And it's just like constantly churning out, like as if it's nailed it and positive, when it didn't give me the answer I needed. What I would say, though, I was debating this with someone quite recently. Who was it? It might have been one of the Sifted lads, because they're very anti-AI. It's already helping teachers. And in an industry where, particularly in this country, where teachers are on their knees, they haven't got enough time to do anything. The people are leaving in droves. It's a profession nobody's able to stick at because the workload is insane. AI can do some of the sort of admin-y, creation work, like, for example, making up lesson resources, right, or making a slide deck, or making leveled information sheets that target the reader's age, or comprehension questions, all that sort of thing. You can feed it sources that you know are reliable, and you can produce work that would have taken me hours and in minutes. And I know that's, and obviously there are many negatives to AI, and the generality may be a negative. They might, in terms of coming out in the wash, I think that probably is going to be a negative. But just in that very limited sector, I've seen it improve teachers' workload. I've seen people manage to get on top of a wider variety of jobs very quickly. And in that limited scope, just to take something off their shoulders, I can see the benefits, I must admit. What the upshot of that is and what the payoff of that is, of course, is a different question. But sometimes it's not how hard something is to do, it's just the fact that it takes a long time to do. You see what I mean? So it's not that the AI is actually sentient or really generating anything to any real extent, but just the fact that it can do what I would have done quicker in a low stakes scenario is helpful. But yeah, it's an interesting one. Shit. You sounds like you should just ask for a raise and then use ChatGPT for everything. if it's stuff you can proofread, it's reasonable. Yeah. Context I was working is that stuff you had to get right without someone there to babysit it. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, no. And yeah, no, it's all stuff that we can see, and it's ultimately busy work or stuff that, like I say, isn't high stakes. As part of our AI policy, like, there are things that I'm quite uncomfortable with. I think I spoke about it before, like report writing. Like, a lot of schools now use it for report writing, which I can sort of see the pros and cons of that. Again, report writing is stressful and takes ages, but also it's like, it's the only sort of rich, qualitative interaction beyond parents' evening that teachers have with families. Hey, Geordie, just getting into the nitty-gritty of the rights and wrongs of AI. And so in terms of reports, I've said, look, if you want to use AI to proofread or double-check, that's fine. But I think the bulk of what I don't want people doing, and there are these generators that exist, where you just put in a couple of grades, a couple of different like, oh, they do this, and then it just writes the whole thing for you. For me, while in some instances, because of the quality of the writing of, some teachers, no offence, the English might even be fractionally better and maybe even more accurate. But it feels like the beginning of a slippery slope to even reduce that genuine, in the grand scheme of things, quite small interaction to being automated. I feel like that is a point where, as a parent, I would want humanity. I would want someone to sit there, even if, like, I must admit, when I write reports, for example, there are a few kids in my class this year who I would have put at greater depth in computing, right? I did not write a unique paragraph on their computing for each of them. I sort of had a greater depth paragraph about all the stuff they'd done this year. And then I sort of copied and pasted it across all. So, to some extent, there's a level of automation and copying and inauthenticity. But I just think there's something a bit gross about writing something that personal with artificial intelligence. But, a lot of people disagree with me on that one. Fuck AI from Geordie coming in strong. Wow, crazy. Don't use AI upscaling and fake frames. Touche. How you doing, Geordie? How's your week going, man? There are an army of people who are writing novels where they just prompt LLM to it. Yeah, that's fake AI. Nice try, Scotty. That's bullshit and horrible, and it feels almost, like the end of that slippery slope I was talking about. What I hate about AI is the devaluing of the skill of writing English, and that was another thing I was thinking about in terms of report writing. It was like, look, in a world where things are going to be increasingly AI written, what do we want schools to be? Do we want them to be, okay, leaning into it and saying, okay, well, in the real world, you're going to be using a lot of AI, therefore we'll just teach you how to think in an abstract way and you can just dump keywords into an LLM? Or do we want schools to actually be one of the bastions of maintaining the art of the written language and showing it for what it is as a potential for creative expression and the beauty of the English language, all that sort of thing? And if we do want schools to be that latter thing, a bastion of the English language, then I think we probably don't want to be sitting there as professionals, as teachers, getting machines to write not our creative writing, but our reports. So who knows where it will go. I would not be surprised if I'm sort of outvoted on that in the coming years, but we'll see. A gun. That's good. Just got back from Yarmouth. Great Yarmouth. I'm sorry, by the way, you might not want V-Rising. It's on the woke list. No way, when did that happen? Drop the ladder, mate. Make it so we're the last generation who can read and write, so we can use it as a means to retain power over them. That's, to be fair, that's fair. That's fair. You've given me a new perspective on that scenario. Dominance. Lift up the drawbridge.
The Red Army.
Don't care. Hello, mate. Happened on release. The body types of the male and female, yeah. It's so funny. I'm going to play all the woke games for shits and giggles. Yeah, I want to play them. I mean, you've already mentioned a fair few of them. We were talking about Dragon Age Veilguard earlier, Geordie. I beat that yesterday. And I feel positively about it. But all the games I hear about on that list are games I want to play.
Oh no. No.
He's gone. Sick revolver, though.
How's it looking?
Looks like we're all playing Borderlands 2, boys. It's on there. What's Borderlands 2 on there for?
Let's crimp the pipe and get a new batch. Not sure we'll be able to find spare parts out here.
All the best games are woke. I'd stand corrected. Oh, it's that man.
I left you in charge here.
Yes, sir. But we didn't expect such heavy resistance.
You were to be my eyes. I expected you to see. You must know what is at stake with this operation.
Yes, but no. No.
You don't.
No.
How could someone like you?
Oh dear, it's the eyes.
Go easy. Go easy. Don't fear the suffering.
The Tomb Raider games will be on there because you play as a woman. LGBTQ plus messaging, apparently.
Our goal is within reach, but we must be vigilant. If we succeed here, a new world awaits. One of our own making.
Constantine, you're needed back at the prison right away. We've got a captive who might know something about the artifact.
Remain faithful. We will share in the glory of the divine source.
Constantine. Good luck getting through Forspoken. Oh, Jesus Christmas. What a bad game. I really wanted to like that. I thought that would be a bit of a hidden gem. I couldn't play it. Hello. Oh. Wow, shooting feels a lot better than 2016.
Grenade out!
You know those grab machines in arcades where you get to win every time you play? A load of Crash Bandicoot plushies on one of those machines. Nice! And Spyros, I cleared them out. Oh, I love Spyro. I love Spyro. Now I haven't got a chance to go and get one. Are they high quality? What version of Spyro is it? Is it like Skylander Spyro? I think it's OG Spyro. Still got my my Spyro plush from when Gateway to Glimmer came out, when I got it free with my copy at Toys R Us. Toys R Us. It's well made plushie, to be fair. Nice. Good old Spyro. Have I played those on the channel? I think I've played Gateway to Gloom, haven't I? I don't know, can't remember. Can you remember? Also want a load of Sonic stuff. Oh dear. Scottmeister's going to be sad to hear that. Or will be making you an offer you can't refuse. Guys, we've got to confront Valve about the Half-Life series. It's not woke according to the list. What? Why not? But there's a woman in it with agency. I got a derpy shadow keyring. Well, it sounds like you came away with a lot of success. Wow. Half-Life isn't work. I'm pretty sure. Shot right in the neck. I'll pop a pick in Ben's Discord. Cheers, bud. But what about gay, Ben? Talking about Valve? Because there's not a gay person in there. Let me see this shit. Has he done it yet? Not yet. Last thing Geordie put in was an excellent Alan Partridge garden, which pleased me. Pleased me a great deal. Oh, Gay Ben! I've got it, Gaben, right? That's good stuff, actually, to be fair.
Constantine.
Let's have a gander at these guys. If you want to see these pictures, you can go into my Discord. Can't remember how you get there, but you know, if you're passionate enough, you'll find a way. That looks good. I agree with you. That is old school Spyro, which, you know, is a good find. I'm less convinced by the Crash Bandicoot, I won't lie to you. But it's slightly something a bit derpy about the Crash modelling. But Spyro looks legit. Fair enough. It's good stuff. Cheers for sharing.
The man who tried to kill me in Syria. He's violent, dangerous, but worse.
Holy shit, Ben working with 23k ping. I don't know what that means. I mean, I broadly know what ping means. Where did you see it?
I suppose it all goes with the territory. His men on the radio mention a prisoner with information. Could it be one of the natives I've encountered? And if so, what does he know?
Shut up,
Lara.
Lara.
Not be kind in their methods. Perhaps I can find him.
Oh, your delay on the Gaben joke. Yeah, no, fair, that did take a while.
Earning the trust of the locals might prove useful.
And there again, you know, sort of a self-fulfilling prophecy, that joke. Yeah. Increase the amount of... Oh, that was actually not one I wanted, but... Whatever. The stream is officially woke. Half-Life 3 confirmed. It actually confirmed. I bet it's going to be so woke and gay. I was speaking to Harry about this earlier. Does anyone else remember? I don't know if I dreamt this. Was there like an old build of Half-Life 3 that got released a few months ago, maybe even like a year ago now? Like something got leaked from Valve, and it looked to be an early form of Half-Life 3, and it involved like an ice gun.
Not getting in that way without being seen. Must be another
Does that
way.
ring a bell with any of you PC nerds? I swear they spoke about it on the world's greatest video game podcast, Sifted. Ah, there you go. You've joined the dots. That was it. That was it, Dave. I think you're right. But isn't that episode 3 of Half-Life 2? Okay. But I mean, what is Half-Life 3 if not episode 3 of Half? Is that what?
I'm not your enemy.
Is there any like real difference? But yeah, so, fair enough. That is what I was thinking of. Thank you. Thank God. I thought I was going insane. It was crazy how they were going to make everyone gay for the wokeness. Yeah, for those sweet woke bucks.
All that can come later. If you want answers, then listen close. We've managed to destroy the old radio tower, but there are repeaters that keep them connected. We need to shut them down. Help me, and I'll let the others know they can trust you. We need all the allies we can get.
Oh, what? It's a side mission.
Good. We don't have much time.
There's also the Mark Laidlaw leak as well. What was that? Bean grub. Or maybe he's meant to say Ben Grub. I don't know what you guys are talking about. It's just another classic reference that I have no idea. He leaked his version of Half-Life 3. What does that leak about the worm do? What's a worm do? It's like riddles. Riddles wrapped in enigma. Ben's not woke, he's not caught up with Half-Life news, that's true, to be fair. I really don't care. I did it. What's a worm do? No. He's done it. He's done it. It's the other one all over again. What was the other one? Wriggle around a bit. Christ almighty. In his 30s. Meant to be an educator. It's tragic. What the fuck's a worm do? What was the other one? What's the other one of the same thing that I fell for before? Like ligma or something? Good old pranks, quality pranks. I can't breathe, I'm laughing so much. Yeah. Oh, I'll just pretend it's not at my expense and that I was sort of in on it in a cool way. Right. This level still fills me with boredom, profound boredom. Sigma male. Ben can tell us what that is as a woke alpha male Chad teacher. Been described as many things, but none of those. He's gonna skibbity riz that toilet. I think skibbity's a bit passé now. I think he's on the way out.
Communication repeaters. Trinity must have installed these.
Shout of culture. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sad to see the back of it. I was listening. Was it Ellis and John? There was someone I was listening to recently who had a friend who was a teacher, and every time they gave their student a toilet pass, they would say "skibbity." Is that good? Is that what's... And then the kids would go mental.
These markings, they're not Russian. A warning, maybe?
3 bullets! Oh, that's spoiled meat. Ben's on a mewing streak, yeah. Sussy Barker mogged my mewing streak. Peter, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, you look like you've got a plastic surgery. Ben gets mogged daily.
Need to get more information out of the prisoner. If Constantine has to do it himself, he's not going to be happy.
We'll step up the pressure, but he's clearly had some experience with interrogation techniques before.
We think he's the leader of the Remnant. He has to know about the divine source. Find his weakness. Get creative.
This prisoner. Maybe I can find him.
I feel like I'm having a stroke. I've no idea what any of these words mean. Well, maybe just ignore, let those ones go because they're on the way out, and just try and jump on the next ones. The only one that my class say every day is slay still. They say it's going to be a sleigh day. They say slay, Mr. Fox. And they just write the word slay on stuff. I don't know what it really means. Slay is a good one, to be fair. Right.
I hope you received my last tape in good time. I am becoming increasingly fond of recording these messages to you. Anna says that I need time away from my books and papers every so often, if only to remember why I'm doing all this. I know you hate me going away, but it will be worth it one day. It will all be worth it.
Oh god, just remembered the Wormdo thing. Oh, it's fine, it's fine, it's cool, it's cool. I want to keep watching, but I feel tired. Well, that's what the VOD's there for, mate. It'll be here when you come back. Or, you know, I actually maybe wouldn't use your time to go in the VOD. It's not worth that. But, you know, I'll play it again another time. But yeah, the live is where it's at, yeah. Are all these still uploaded to YouTube? They are, but in a slightly different place. I think I'm now... Something went wrong with the other upload track. I don't know what. And I think they get uploaded to a different channel. I'll link it in Discord if you want. And I haven't been particularly meticulous, if I'm honest, but I'll double check.
definitely Russian. It looks like these markings point to a nearby location, but I can't quite piece it together.
You just arrived. Heads up.
Video of you and Carl reacting to Big Land chugs the ocean is one of your best stream moments of all time. Yep. Can't really remember it, but I'll take your word for that. I missed the reacts. Yeah, well, it's not me you need to convince. It's old Kylie boy.
Look, I'm on your side here. I've been working as a maintenance tech for Trinity out here, but I've got to get out of here. These people are insane. I've been stockpiling gear. It's yours, if you can pay for it. They won't notice a few missing items, but if they catch wind, or if they see me with you, I'm a dead man. I'll need some untraceable currency in case things go south. Gold, preferably. You think we can make a deal?
I'll see what I can dig up.
Carl needs to get his thumb out of his bung piece so he can entertain us. Absolutely. I have made that point to him. Yeah, where is that? Yeah, where is he, actually? It's weird that he's not around in some capacity, even if he's just lurking suspiciously. Wow, Kyle, come on out. He's in the shadows here, probably.
Trinity's growing concerned.
We've had trouble with the natives. Our communications were offline, but everything is now under control.
If the situation becomes untenable, we will step in.
It won't. You sent me for a reason. I was chosen for this. I will succeed.
See that you do.
Hey!
Oh dear.
Lara, are you okay? Oh, thank God. Anna, what are you doing here?
I don't know. I can't remember. What's happening, Lara? I'm scared.
I'm so sorry.
She's got great hair,
I
to be
didn't
fair
think
to
they'd
her.
come after you.
Oh, Harry mentioned it as well. Despite all the crap Laura goes through, her hair is always
They
perfect.
won't.
Yeah. She's lustrous
The same thing my
hair.
father was after.
Oh no, Lara. I told you not to do this. Whatever they want, just give it to them.
It's not that simple. Just hold on. I'll get us out of here. Somehow.
I had her luscious locks. Yeah, this guy's closer to my hair. Widow's Peak Blonde. That's the Ben Fox look for the summer.
Don't touch her! Please. No.
Talk!
No! No, you bastard!
Where's the divine source?
Please!
Go on manual and stop the Widow's Peak.
That's enough. She doesn't know.
What?
Uh-oh. I thought this reveal came much later.
No. You're with them! I can't believe this. You come on!
That's what I'm on. All my hair's back now. What, like literally all of it? You've got like no receding at all.
You couldn't let it go, could you? I knew you'd find your way to this place.
What did you expect?
It doesn't have to be this way. We seek the same thing. We could use someone like you. You want a purpose in your life? We can provide that.
That's crazy.
You've got to be kidding. I've seen how Trinity operates.
Is that a no?
It's a no fucking way! Tell me, Anna, were you recruited by Trinity before or after you started screwing my father?
I loved Richard. But he was blinded by idealism, and it destroyed him. What would you do with the artifact? Show it to the world. Redeem your father's good name. You're still so naive. Just a frightened little girl trying to walk in her daddy's shoes.
That's a lot of saliva.
We're done here.
No. Not yet. You and I, we can still be on the same side of history. Think about it, Laura.
Screen just shrank a little so it could advertise cat food alongside that reveal. Great.
This isn't over. Bastard!
I do like Anna as a character.
Perhaps
Yeah.
that's all he knows how to be.
Uh-oh, this guy's important.
So did I, but here we are. So what should I call my new acquaintance?
Nothing. I won't be staying.
Constantine has little patience.
Nor do I.
So I see. Nice trick. Can you get us out of here?
There's no us.
Mysterious,
You don't even know who
long-haired,
you are or
bearded
why you're
man.
here.
Who could he be? Who could he be?
Sorry. I'm not feeling particularly trusting right now.
It's Snow Jesus.
You won't get far without me.
You don't know how far I've come.
It's a nice line.
What
and
do you know about
there,
them?
I'm afraid, I know it's early, my interest has waned. I'm just not feeling it. I'm not going to give up on it, but I'm just not in the right mood for this evening. It's just not thrilling me. The setting, the situation, Snow Jesus, and the Anna reveal's all right, but I don't know. There's just not. It's not woke enough for me. Yeah, exactly. That's the main thing. It's just simply not woke enough. And I'm very, very tired. So I think Ben's not woke. I'm literally not woke in that I'm nearly asleep. So I'm going to go and rest my weary head. No, well, fuck, how do I have a score? I barely played this game. Did you appear? There's Devious Schwang. Look at that. That's a good score. So, anyway. I'm going to leave it there, guys. Because I am going to sleep. I will be back maybe on Saturday, on Thursday. I'll be back on Thursday. Again, what I'll be playing, I don't know. I maybe will give Final Fantasy 13 one more try. But again, that doesn't sound very appealing to me, if I'm honest, because I thoroughly didn't enjoy last stream. I don't know, guys. I'm all adrift. I will think, but I'm going to end now. So thank you, all of you, for joining and for being part of the conversation. I will actually be playing Magic the Gathering on Friday. My first game of Magic the Gathering. So that'd be fun. Maybe. Or horrible. No worries, Geordie. Thank you for joining. Sorry it's a short one. Yeah, I'm just not in the right headspace. So I will... and thanks for falling for work too. You're welcome. I'll remember that one. I'll put that on the list of things to be vigilant for. What was the other one? Because I have forgotten it. What was it? You could get me again with it. Ligma? What's... But I can't remember... Don't remember it, so we can get you again. All right, fine. Lovely speaking to you all, and I will see you when I see you. There's a fair few. Yeah, mounting them up. See you later, guys. Goodbye.